Genesis, do you want to share what your vision of peace would be for the future?
I think what peace would look like for the future would be people getting along to make our land and not use it as unnecessary things for our island.
Manana. Can you tell me who you are?
My name's Maliya.
My name is Genesis.
My name is Marina.
Most young people call me Auntie Lo or Saina Lo, so you can call me whichever name you feel comfortable with, okay? Today, we're going to be talking about a very special topic. Do you know what the topic is?
What peace is about?
Exactly, what peace is about. What is the meaning of peace to you?
Like when people are being nice to me or respectful and they know my boundaries. It's more likely with no stress and a lot of happiness.
I think peace means freedom of disturbance.
What does peace look like at home?
When people help me do my chores or they cook food for me. When I am not sad or I do not have stress at all.
What does peace look like at school?
Peace at school is more likely when we get to play around and we do not have to do much work, so then we don't get any stress at home or school.
There's no fights at my school, and the teachers there really interact with the kids, so it makes it easy for kids to get along.
When my friends help me draw.
When you think about peace at school, how are kids treating each other?
They're treating each other very nicely.
Very nicely, with respect, do you think? Okay. What do you think peace looks like in the community?
When I see people waving each other or giving each other gifts, like to their neighbor.
It looks like neighbors are not disturbing the other neighbor.
Are you familiar with the CHamoru value of inafa'maulik?
Mm-hmm.
And inafa'maulik means to make good with each other, right? But it's all about how we relate to other people. That's what inafa'maulik really means at its core. It's creating harmony and peace among people in the community. What are some things that make it hard to have peace in the community?
When people are being rude and they're disrespecting you. When there is like any anger issues or stress around the community, then we don't have much peace around us.
That's a very, very important insight. The way we treat each other is very important to the way we act with each other.
Yes.
When people are not respecting our land and just doing anything to it, it doesn't feel like it belongs to us. They don't take it into consideration that it's not just a piece of grass or a piece of rock.
It's not just property, right?
Yeah, it's not just property.
It's part of our identity. Are you familiar with the recent uncovering of burials?
Yeah.
A lot of Chamorros are very hurt by the fact that our ancestors are being dug up in an area that's going to be used as a firing range, right? It would be like somebody going into a cemetery and just bulldozing the cemetery and putting up a bowling alley or something like that. What do you think about that?
It makes me feel heartbroken because our ancestors chose a place to bury their loved ones in the land that they were raised. Then these people are just digging it up and putting it into a different place where they weren't chosen to go. They disrespect those people, even though they're dead, they still matter.
That's right. That's very powerful. Thank you for sharing that. Guam is a colony of the United States, and as a consequence, we have not, as a people, been able to exercise our rights to self-determination. Mm-hmm. And when people cannot control what's happening on their land, that's a huge disturbance, right?
Yeah.
A political and a disturbance to the way that people can control their lives. So in that context, is it possible, do you think, for Guam to have a peaceful community?
I don't think it's possible because the people that control the land, they won't listen to our opinions. They don't think our land and our ancestors matter.
Getting back to the value of inafa'maulik, all the Chamorro values have built into them a relationship with others. Mm-hmm. But it also means a relationship with our land, because if you protect the land, then you show respect for the land, then you are creating a peaceful environment, right? So that's very, very important. Are you learning about these kinds of things in school, Guam issues?
Yeah.
You are learning about them in
My
school?
social studies class and my CHamoru class.
Awesome. That is great news, because when we learn about things as young people, then we become more responsible as adults, right?
Yeah.
You begin to think about these issues and talk about them, because that's also part of being a peace champion is to talk about issues that are uncomfortable,
Yeah.
that create disturbance. Sometimes you have to create disturbance to create peace, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you so much, Genesis. It's been such a pleasure speaking with you, and I hope we have a chance to chat again in the future.
Me too.
Well, it's been such a pleasure talking to you. Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.